Hey everyone, Coach Logan here. This is week 6 of the hyrox thing that we're doing to start the year. What I'm going to have in this video for you to see now is a time lapse of a sunset in Texas. I'm on a road trip. So this road trip started in Pennsylvania, going to go to Texas, going to go to California, and all different parts of Utah, Colorado, all the way that I can kind of go, depending on the weather. I'm going to chase warm weather, so I might not stay north, might come back south. But regardless, there are some things that I've been learning along the way, so enjoy the sunset. So, for travel in general, it is best to choose foods and things that you know you can eat consistently, and they are everywhere. So, what I mean there, don't have specialty foods that you know you can only get at specialty places. Have general foods that you can get at every single supermarket. So, for me, it's Greek yogurt, it's slices of deli meat or low-fat meats, things that are easily able to be consumed anywhere rather than have to be prepared. And then also, if you are staying in a hotel room or somewhere traveling, try to get a fridge with it. One thing that I also do is I have spoons in my car when I do travel, when I road trip. So having spoons accessible, that makes it a lot easier for road trips and travel to be able to still consume Greek yogurts, cottage cheese, whatever you need, or have something to actually scoop with. For the journey out here, I'm beginning to realize that it's a lot easier to be active when it's warmer. And I mean, that kind of sounds like no duh, but for me specifically, I'm realizing that more and more as I set a goal now for the foreseeable future of hitting 8 miles a day. It's very, very easy to hit 8 miles a day when I found myself struggling to get 4 or 5 miles a day when the weather wasn't as nice. So even having a walking pad and being able to do those things, the accessibility of just getting a couple miles randomly throughout the day because you're outside more or walking more or not trying to run in from building to building or vehicle to building because it's freezing outside or raining or snowing makes it a lot easier to be active. One way I think about it is if you're walking 1 mile a day extra from just being warm and not having to worry about running from cold to cold, you're almost burning a pound of fat from just having warmer temperatures. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. The other thing I was thinking about with that kind of plays in with it is the idea of play. So having activities that are enjoyable and allow you to be outside more and do things that are actually physically active. Baseline prerequisites of fitness, if say you have all that stuff and you're not going to hurt yourself doing some common things, whether it's like pickleball, which most people do hurt themselves, get some strength training before you decide you want to do pickleball. Yeah, it's accessible and lots of people can learn it because it's a low skill sport. It's tennis for people that don't know how to play tennis, but being able to do that for longevity, that's the goal. So if you're going to try pickleball, make sure you're doing strength training. That's going to be the most beneficial so you don't hurt yourself when you're playing it. But playing, getting out, doing things, either with your kids, with your pets, with your family, I think that's going to be one of the best things to burn extra calories, be active, be physically fit, and have an idea of longevity. So getting outside as you can to go play. Then kind of moving forward from here, we are, by we, I mean me, I am going to be in places where I don't have a scale. So I normally am tracking my inputs and my outputs. My inputs are the miles that I'm walking, the outputs are the weight, the scale, how much I'm actually weighing. So now I'm going to track more inputs. And what that means is I'm going to track my food and I'm going to track my steps. And then using those two things, I should be able to determine fairly well what my outputs would be. And then based off of results of my exercise, that's where it's going to be. So for the next week, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to be running a lot more because the weather's nice. There's going to be a lot more trails. So we'll see how that goes. Give you a better indication and understanding of how much running I'm actually having to do to prepare for hyrox. I'm at 204 pounds now. So that weight and how that feels to actually run and how many miles I'm actually doing. So like the video if you like the video, subscribe if you haven't so you can keep updated with the weekly updates. Enjoy the sunset. Until next time.